Okay, so some tips that might actually help you overcome some of these concerns that you might have. So first of all is that having a mindset that basically shifts you from feeling fearful into curiosity. Get curious, get interested, do your own research, check some different things out. That's really, really going to help, because many people feel overwhelmed by AI. You certainly don't need to know everything. Nobody does anyway. You just really need to know how to ask it quality questions, which is prompting. Quality questions will give you quality answers. All right, that's going to be absolutely key. So the other thing is that start small. As I say, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. All right, so just try little things first, have a play around with it, try it with perhaps giving you a summary of a transcription of a meeting, or ask it to summarize your emails, ask it to do simple tasks for you initially, as you begin to grow in your confidence in using it. So at the end of the day, mistakes are going to be normal. When you first started using Excel, I'm sure that you made mistakes. Even using Outlook, weren't aware of all of its capabilities. And now these are quite common tools for us. But AI is still very, very new. ChatGPT itself is only 2.5 years old. So, think of yourselves really, you're trailblazers. You're getting into something that's still very, very new. You should feel proud of yourselves. You really, really should. Okay, now the other thing that we strongly suggest, and I'm going to show you how you can do this actually in Copilot, is to keep a prompt notebook. Now, ideally, you want to keep that prompt notebook digitally. So any prompt that you like or somebody else has sent you, anything that you want to keep, do keep it digitally. So maybe in a Word document or whatever, but you can keep them in Copilot, and I'll show you that today. Because prompts, and I have to say, one of the things that really frustrates me is that I don't know if you're getting to see all of these Instagram, Facebook, TikTok posts, top 10 prompts that will do this for you. They're not good. They are not good quality. No prompt that's 1 or 2 sentences is a quality prompt. So what you will want to do is to keep your prompts. So it's good to keep them digitally so you can copy and paste them, because you're going to want to refine them. You're going to want to improve them as time goes on. And very often, a prompt that works very, very well in business and does quite a complex task for you will be quite a lengthy prompt. It certainly isn't going to be a sentence as they're trying to sell us on social media. All right, so I do encourage you to write them down digitally. All right, and then you can compare those with colleagues, you can share prompts with your team, etc., etc. So you can be refining them, comparing them, etc., etc. Because like anything, somebody else may have thought of something that you wouldn't even have thought of. All right, so it's good to really keep a note of all of these things. The other thing, well, as I said, compare and refine. All right, so it's very normal to try and run the same prompt a few different times with tweaks, and then you see what different results that you get, because every time you use a prompt, you're going to get a slightly different result, particularly if you've been making some tweaks. All right, so really do think about AI as a thought partner. In fact, you can say to AI, what questions should I ask you? This is my goal. How would it help you? What questions do you have of me to help you achieve that goal? So I always think of AI as, a fantastic assistant, an assistant that never goes off sick, is never in a bad mood, never has an off day, always does what you ask them to do immediately. But think about it in that way, a partner that you can perhaps spar with and question backwards and forth. You'll find that very, very useful. All right, so you can say, what am I missing? What else would you like me to say? Are there any other alternatives I should be thinking about? What questions do you have for me to enable you to do the job? All right. So, you know, certainly you need to be doing all of these things. So AI is here to help you. It is not there to replace you. But can I also say on that note is that you do need to be using AI, okay? Because other people will be. And if you're deciding, no, I'm not doing that. In fact, I spoke to a colleague the other day who said that their business have actually banned all AI. Now, that is a very, very dangerous attitude because it is moving very quickly and we certainly don't want to be left behind. All right. So AI is there to help you, but it's certainly not there to replace you. But it can replace some of the tasks that you do, which enables you then to do other things that you never get round to doing. I mean, I always, you know, think of all the, you know, my goals and all the things that I want to achieve, but my day-to-day admin can take up a lot of time. No longer that is the case. AI can do all my day-to-day sort of life admin task, work admin task, which then allows me to achieve those bigger goals and objectives that probably have been set for you by your manager or by your company. All right, it just enables you to actually do those things that we don't normally ever get the time to get round to doing. So good prompts are a skill. This is the new skill that we all need to have, all right? So prompting is definitely a skill and it's something that you can practice every day. And as I say, keeping your prompts, you can keep refining those as well. So the other thing to build your confidence is you are in control, okay? You are in control. You still, you know, regardless of what AI comes up and tells you, whether that's Copilot, ChatGPT or anything else, you are still in control as to whether you use it. So just remember that, all right? It's not taking over you